Hi, my name's Siope. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, what are the signs of mental illness, and how do you know if your child needs therapy? That's what we're going to address today. Now, as a mental health professional, I can probably say that everyone could benefit from therapy. However, therapy in and of itself is something that will help an individual explore and figure out things and work through issues and problems that may arise. And that's an easy thing to do for adults, to figure out if they need therapy or they don't. But how do you know as a parent if your child needs therapy? One of the things that I recommend for parents to do is just evaluate their child's behavior and their moods over a specific period of time. What you're looking for are changes in their behavior, usually in appetite, in sleep, in whether they're awake all the time, in mood, how they're interacting in the environment. Now, some of those things can be attributed to hormonal changes that happen as they become teenagers. However, you'll start to notice a consistent pattern of behaviors that your child will start to exhibit. And over the course of time, if you find that they are more reserved and introverted, if they consistently struggle with certain types of behaviors in all situations, so that means that they are hesitant with you and they don't communicate well, and then they go to school and they're the exact same way, they go to church and they're the exact same way, and you just see this continuum of negative behaviors over different situations and environments, then that is an area of concern. And you may want to talk to your child to find out what's going on and what's happening. Now, again, you can't be everywhere all the time, which is why it's important for parents to communicate with the different people that are interacting with their child throughout the day. So some parents will come to me and say, my child is struggling here, and then as we further explore, we find out that their child in school is actually doing very well and they're able to cope. And when that happens, we also look at other areas. Okay, so where else is the child involved? Is the child involved in, for example, in a Boy Scout troop? And then we evaluate, okay, is the child functioning well there? And if the child is functioning well there, then we focus on what's happening at home with the parents by using parenting skills. So parenting skills can be found on the Smarter Parenting website to help strengthen those so that behavior translates actually back home. So again, we're looking for a dynamic of behaviors that actually remain consistent over different areas of the child's life. So if you start to see a pattern where it's consistently just this way and your child is consistently this way, then you will want to talk to your child and also consult with a mental health professional to see if there's something that they can do to help your child deal with these things. One of the skills that will be very, very helpful for you in dealing with this will be observe and describe. Now, the observe and describe parenting skill can be found on the Smarter Parenting website. It's a lesson, and it teaches you actually to observe and describe without attaching emotion to it. So you're just observing, you're just describing behaviors, and then you're able to move it over. So you're not explaining away some of the behaviors that your child is exhibiting. Okay, and that tends to be one of the things that I recommend for parents to do in talking about their children and in working with their children is they need to learn how to turn off the emotional reactions to things when necessary. Now, I'm not saying all the time, but they need to know, okay, let's just look at this logically and let's just look at this the way it is and the way it is here and the way it is without interjecting some type of emotional thing. Well, I feel like this is what's going on with him, and no, we're looking at behaviors very, very specifically using observe and describe. Okay, so again, does your child need mental health therapy? Maybe. But again, you're looking for continual behavior over multiple areas of their life where it's consistently negative or they're struggling and they're even communicating with you. Now, if a child comes to you and they're expressing that they feel low and they feel depressed, then yeah, definitely you want to take them in. If they're over anxious about things, and again, it's over anxious over different scenarios and different experiences during their life, then yeah, they need to go in and they can learn some skills from a therapist who is trained and will help them learn how to cope in those different areas. Okay, so again, that's something a parent will have to evaluate, and if your child is older, communicate with other people who are interacting with that child. Are they exhibiting the same behaviors? If not, then tweak the area where they need the help the most, and most of the time you can find those skills on the Smarter Parenting website. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments below. We would love to hear from you. If you have questions or concerns or anything you want to share or ask us, we'd be happy to answer your questions. You can leave that below. You can contact us at smarterparenting@smarterparenting.com, and we will answer those questions either in a vlog or by email, and we would love to share that information with other parents. So this is it for me for this week, and we'll see you again next week.